Hi and welcome to part 3 of the subject Housing Market in Korea. In the last part, we started to talk about real estate agencies, and in this part, we will also continue and we will cover the prices that we need to pay for the agency. Let me introduce you the table that we have. You can pause this video and take a look at the table and to see the commission and prices that we are talking about. But basically, what I would like to explain is as follows. As you can see, the price that the commission is taking from, it's actually not the real price that you're paying, but you have an equation that you can benchmark, and out of this amount, they take their commission. So take a look at that and you can see the numbers. Another thing that I wanted to show you is the online calculator. It's actually in Korean, but it's quite easy to use, so I wanted to introduce to you. Let me share my screen with you. Now, this is the online calculator that you can use to see how much fees you need to pay for the realtor. And this is how it works. So you can type on Naver 부동산 복비 계산기. I will also put the link in the board tab, so you can go directly from there. This is basically our calculator. And we're just going to keep it on 주택, which means housing. So there is also another for office-tel, but they are quite similar, so I just recommend to put it on 주택. And here you choose your city. So 서울시, 경기도, 인천, and etc. etc. Let's go to 서울시. And then we choose the type of deal that we are doing. So 매매, this tab is for buying a house. This tab, 전세, is for 전세. And this tab, 월세, is for the rent, monthly rent. The first type is buying, 전세, and monthly rent. Let's look at an example of monthly rent. And here, the first thing that you will put is your 보증금, is your deposit money. So let's say we're going to pay 20 million Korean won. Right. We have 20 million Korean won. And let's say our 월세, our rent, monthly rent, is 500,000 Korean won. Great. Now we have the details. We don't have to put the percentage here. It will actually calculate it. So we just input these two fields and we press 계산하기, calculate, and we see the result. So this is the maximum amount that I need to pay for this kind of rent, monthly rent, is 280,000 Korean won, and it's 4% of the price. As you can see, it writes from which price it's calculated from, and then you can see here the calculation formula. So it's all here, it's all very transparent, and it also shows the table. Let's clear that, and we can also see the 전세. So let's go to 경기도, and let's say we put a deposit of 500 million Korean won. So let's see here, 5억, and we don't need to fill the percentage, it will give us the maximum percentage. We can now press calculate, and it will show us the result. So for 500 million Korean won, the most that we should pay is 2 million Korean won. Now this is the end of part 3. Now we know how much we need to pay for the agency, and also you can use this tool online. It keeps updating all the time with new regulations. So that will be quite accurate for you to benchmark. And also this is the end of our course about the housing market in Korea. You can find out more information about finding a house, and really we dive into the details in the course Finding a House. So check out that course as well. Thank you for joining me.